Hey everyone, welcome back to Digital Feeds. Today we are going full hands-on with the NUBWO G06 Pro wireless gaming headset for the PS5. It comes with a charging dock that powers up both the headset and a DualSense controller at the same time, a 120-hour battery claim, a noise-cancelling mic, and a wireless USB dongle so you're not tied to cables. NUBWO sent this over for free, but I'm testing every one of these claims myself. And here's the thing. This is marketed hard as a PS5 headset, but it turns out to do a lot more than that. So stick around because what I found might matter even if you're not a PlayStation 5 gamer. Okay, let's start with the box first. The packaging itself is fairly standard. A photo of the headset, the NUBWO logo on the front, and on the back a rundown of the headset and dock including button labels. Nothing fancy, but it does the job. One small detail worth pointing out. NUBWO markets this as the G06 Pro, but the actual model printed on the box and on the headset itself reads G06-P. But I'm just gonna refer it as G06 Pro in this video. Inside, you get the headset itself in white with black ear cushions and a black cushioned headband. A charging dock finished in black and white as well to match the PS5, a user manual, a USB-C to USB-A cable for charging, a 3.5mm audio jack cable for wide use, and a USB-A dongle for PlayStation 5 connection. As for the build quality, my honest first impression is it looks great. The plastic on both the headset and the dock feels decent. Not premium like you would get from Sony or other high-end brands, but that's expected for something under $100. One neat detail I didn't expect, there's a small storage slot on the back of the dock for the USB-A dongle. So if you're not using it, you've got a dedicated spot for it instead of losing it in a drawer. On the design side, you'll find the NUBWO logo on both ear cups. On the right side, there are small contacts that basically line up with the dock for charging, plus the physical controls, a power button and a mic button. There's also a volume rocker for adjusting audio on the fly, a 3.5mm jack for wired listening, and a USB-C port so you can charge directly without even needing a dock at all. A few small details worth knowing. When the mic is active, a small green light turns on, and it switches off when you mute it. The main status light flashes continuously when the headset is in pairing mode, and turns solid blue once it's paired and you're actively using it. According to the manual, if the battery drops below 2%, that status light starts flashing red and you will hear a low battery reminder through the headset. And if you ever leave it unpaired with no connection for 10 minutes, it automatically powers off. The headband is adjustable to fit your head side, which is neat. The ear cups though are fixed in place. They don't rotate and the cushions aren't detachable, which isn't ideal long term for cleaning or replacement. The headset also doesn't fold, so if portability matters to you, that's worth knowing upfront. Comfort wise though, I've got no complaints. I didn't feel any discomfort even after long sessions. The only thing I did notice is my ear got a bit hot and sweaty during really long sessions, which is pretty common trade-off with the padded over-ear cushions at this price point. There's also no sound leakage, so if you're gaming next to someone else, they won't hear what you're listening to. Overall, the design here is great. Solid plastic quality for the price and a genuinely comfortable fit. Now let's talk about the dock because there's more going on here than you would expect. It charges both the headset and a single DualSense controller at the same time. Worth noting, it's built specifically for the PS5, so it won't work with an Xbox controller. Power comes in through a USB-C port on the back. On the front, there are two icons, one for the headset, one for the controller, each with a small status light underneath. Blue means it's not docked, red means currently charging, and green means it's fully charged. Simple and easy to read at a glance. There's also an RGB LED strip underneath that cycles through colors. It's subtle, not distracting, though the color changing speed is a little quick for my taste and there's no way to slow it down or turn it off. A minor nitpick, not a deal breaker. The base also has rubber strips on the bottom to keep it from sliding around, which works well. Overall, in daily use, this dock is genuinely convenient, not a gimmick. NUBWO claims 120 hours of battery life on a single charge. I didn't get the chance to run a full drain test down to the last minute. That would have taken days, but across all my testing sessions, I never ran into battery anxiety and it held up well throughout. Based on that real-world use, NUBWO's claim seems believable, even if I can't verify the exact number myself. As for marketing, NUBWO's own marketing says a 6-hour full recharge, while their spec sheet lists 5 hours. Either way, I would recommend giving it a full recharge before your first session. Now let's get into how it actually performs. Starting with latency, NUBWO claims 17 milliseconds, and in my testing, I didn't feel any lag whatsoever across Windows, Mac, and PS5. I put it through a mix of games: Metal Gear Solid Delta, Snake Eater, Taken 8, and Forza Horizon 5, and the audio held up pretty awesome across all of them. From the small, minute details you rely on in a stealth game like Snake Eater, to the punchy hits and combos in Taken 8, to the big engine roars and explosions in Forza Horizon 5, everything came through clearly. For a headset in this price range, that's a genuinely strong result. On the audio quality, dialogue clarity is decent though not amazing. Bass is generally good though, and while it's not the loudest headset out there, there's no distortion even at full volume, which is a good sign. Overall, the audio is solid for gaming, movies, and music at this price point. A quick practical note: if you're planning to use this on PS5, you will need to plug the included USB dongle into one of the PS5's USB-A ports to connect. PS5 doesn't support direct Bluetooth headset connections, so that dongle is the only way to get this working wirelessly with your console. Now here's where it gets interesting. This headset connects 3 different ways: wired over 3.5mm, Bluetooth, and the 2.4 GHz wireless dongle. I tested all 3 and they all sound nearly identical. No noticeable quality drop switching between wired and wireless, which isn't something you can say about every budget headset. And even though this is marketed hard as a PS5 headset, I tested it across PC, Mac, PS5, Android, and iOS, and every single one worked flawlessly. No lag, no dropouts, no compatibility issues anywhere. Range held up too, no disconnects on either Bluetooth or the dongle throughout my entire apartment. One convenience feature worth mentioning: the headset automatically reconnects to whatever you used last, and a quick double tap of the power button switches between Bluetooth and the dongle. The same power button also doubles as play pause. A nice bit of multi-purpose design on a headset that keeps things simple otherwise. One thing worth mentioning: there's no companion app or onboard EQ, as this basically provides a no-frills plug-and-play experience. The boom mic has 120 degrees of vertical movement plus horizontal tilt, so it's pretty easy to position. There's also a dedicated mic mute button right on the headset, which is a nice touch. I tested it on actual phone calls, and people on the other end heard me clearly, without any complaints. As for the ENC noise cancellation that NUBWO advertises, I would call it minimal. It's not doing nothing, but don't expect it to fully cut out background noise. Beyond gaming, this held up fine for calls and music over Bluetooth, and since there's no sound leakage, it's easy to use around other people without disturbing them. For a headset built around PS5 gaming, it handles everyday use just as well. Okay, so let's break it down plainly. On the plus side, it works flawlessly across PS5, PC, Mac, Android, and iPhone with zero lag on any of them. All 3 connection modes, wired, Bluetooth, and dongle, sound identical. The charging dock is generally useful, charging both the headset and controller together. It's comfortable for long sessions with no sound leakage. The headband adjusts to fit your head, and small touches like mic mute button and dongle storage slot show some real thought went into the design. On the downside, it's not foldable, so portability takes a hit. The cushions aren't detachable, which isn't great long term. Dialogue clarity and noise cancellation are just okay, not exceptional. There's no companion app or onboard EQ, and the dock is PS5 controller only. Xbox controllers aren't supported. There's also a small inconsistency in NUBWO's own marketing around the charging time, which is worth a mention but not a real mark against the product itself. So, is the NUBWO G06 Pro worth it? Well, at the time of this review, it's listed at $79.99 US, marked down 20% from its regular $100, and at that price, I would say a solid yes. It's not going to compete with premium audiophile grade headsets, but for the price, it delivers reliable, consistent performance across pretty much every device you own, which is honestly more than the PS5 headset branding gives it credit for. And if you're a PS5 player who also games on PC, uses a Mac, or wants something that works across multiple devices, this makes a lot of sense. But if crystal clear dialogue and top tier noise cancellation are non-negotiables for you, there are pricier options that will do better. Link to the headset is in the description if you want to check it out yourself. And if this video was useful, hit the subscribe button for more honest tech reviews. You are watching Digital Feeds, and I will catch you in the next one.